What's going on, everybody? I'm here with my buddy Nick. Y'all have seen him on the channel before, actually doing the same setup. It was a elk pack dump. So he's actually got a hunt coming up soon, and we're getting a lot of comments on redoing this video. It's a different type of hunt this time, so I'm going to let him run through the bag and take it away. I know not that much about this, so I'm going to let him take over the video.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Yeah, so 2022 coming to you. I'm going to do a 10-day backpack Idaho elk hunt. This year we're going in with our rifle, whereas our last video we were going in archery early September. We're going in early October this year. We're going to be doing a float hunt. We're actually going to float down a part of the Salmon River in Idaho, and then we're going to pack in and hunt for about 5 days, and maybe come back out, grab another 5 days of food, or keep floating and then keep hunting from there. So what I'll go over is an entire system here with you and how I pack it into a pack. To start with the pack, it's the Mystery Ranch Beartooth pack. It's the same pack that I've been running for years. I like this pack. 5-6 days is probably its maximum for its depth, but it's got a full 270-degree zipper, which I really like. It's got a water bladder pouch. It's got a lid. And it's got tons of room for capability. So start on the inside of this pack. This pack is completely empty as of now. I've got everything laid out. But to start, the only thing I haven't taken out of here is some extra socks and underwear that I've put into these inside zippers. I carry one extra merino boxer and one extra pair of socks, smart wool socks. And then on the inside here, I've also got a separate little pouch that I keep inside of my pack that I don't ever really take out, but it's basically just a repair kit, extra straps, some tenacious tape, and anything like that that I need to repair on the fly. A little bit of electrical tape too, because that's good for taping up stuff on the fly. But those are really the only things that are left inside of this pack. Everything else is going to be out here on the outside. To start with the lid on the top of the pack, I kind of organize my things in a specific way, which you'll see. But normally in the lid, one of the things that I'll run up top is some wet wipes. The Dude wipes are one of the go-tos, along with some toilet paper. I like to have both. That's just my hygiene and how it works for me. I like to use this first and then follow up with a wet wipe, because the last thing you want to do is have a rash, hiking in after several days. Something else I carry in the lid is this little compression bag, and all I have in here is different pairs of gloves. I have like some Traverse gloves from Sitka, as well as some shell gloves. These are from Black Ovis, and then a face mask and a beanie, the Jetstream beanie, which is 100% windproof from Sitka. I keep all of those just kind of organized nice and neat in this little pouch. And then as far as what else is up here on this one specific part of this lid is fire kit is on the other one. I keep a Bic lighter, some Instant Light little charcoal bricks. I carry some waterproof matches, a ferrocerium rod, and a few other means for lighting fires. That way, I have multiple sources in the backcountry if something were to fail on me. And then in this one, I also have a headlamp. This is a Black Diamond headlamp. It's just one of the headlamps I keep in here. On the other side, I have a couple of pouches. This first pouch is what I would consider my kill kit. I carry a big, like a 55-gallon trash bag here that we can lay down, lay parts of the elk out, lay parts of the deer, whatever it is. And then I carry some rubber bands, some extra clips, stuff like that. I also carry a knife in here. This is the, I gotta remember who makes this. Who makes this? Iron Wheel knife, yeah. For the life of me, I couldn't remember the name. Iron Wheel. Keep an extra gallon bag in there. Keep some gloves. Keep an extra knife, and I keep some paracord in there also. So that's kind of my kill kit. The only thing that I'm missing are my game bags, which I keep those in a little separate bag that they came with themselves. And so let me stuff all this back in here. I keep that up top in my lid because it's quickly accessible and I can get to it pretty fast if I need to. The second thing I carry in here is kind of what I consider my water kit. It's not really necessarily a kit, but what I keep in here is an extra little bladder just for carrying dirty water back. I carry my spoon. I carry a towel for wiping stuff down, and then I carry a, and I love this thing. What is this even called? It's Catadine Be Free. You can fill this up. It's a 3 liter and it's got its own filter on it. I carry this back and set it at camp and you know, drink and cook with that kind of stuff. And then I carry several other backups for filters. I carry a little Sawyer water filter as well as like a life straw. I carry all of those in this little kit. I just like to have multiple sources of water in the backcountry. My buddy who I go with carries a Sterapin, so we have another source there besides those. And then I also have water purification tablets in my medicine bag. As far as a water bladder, this is a Platypus. I think it's a 3 liter water that I run inside of my backpack. So total, if I were to carry all of my water, I should have almost 7 liters of water, you know, going in. But most of the time we're pretty close to a creek, so we don't ever have to worry about, you know, carrying water too far. So that's in the lid right there. Everything that you saw was in the lid. Before we get, I guess, farther into the pack, I'll kind of go over some of the clothing that I'm going to be wearing. Since this is a October hunt, the temperatures may be dipping down a little bit cooler. It's still kind of up in the air. I know the last couple of years it's been very hot out west. Even into October it's been, you know, 70s or 80s first couple of weeks. So well, starting with the pants, if it is hot going in, I'm gonna wear these are the Sitka Ascent pants. These are like a nylon material, very stretchy, very durable pants, but they breathe really well, and they are, man, they're just one of my favorite hunting pants of all times. And I really like these pants, one, because they can compress really small, so even if you want to carry them as a backup, you can shove them in your pack and they're absolutely nothing. Or they can be very versatile to where you can layer underneath these with a legging, like a core lightweight legging or a heavyweight bottom, and then over the top of them you can use puffy pants. These are First Light's Uncompadre pants. So that combination right there would be pretty much all you need for the pants for me. But if it is going to be a little bit colder, I'm going to switch pants up before I go in which I'll leave one pair of pants probably on the boat and then the other pants carry me. But these are the Sitka Timberlines. They're a little bit more heavier woven. They're a little bit heavier pants, so if it is colder, then I'm definitely going to go with these, especially with the articulated buttocks and like knee pads. You can get a little bit more versatility out of them. T-shirts, I always run a merino t-shirt. I don't really like synthetics. Some people like them, some people don't. I don't like synthetic because they hold scent. So, you know, after 4 or 5 days in the backcountry, I've noticed that they really start to stink. Especially like the Sitka Core Lightweight hoodie. It's a great piece, but merino doesn't hold on to the stink. Merino will hold on to the sweat. That's the only downside to it. It'll hold the moisture there for a lot longer, whereas the Sitka Core Light will get rid of it really quick. But this, you can go a whole week plus, and this does not stink. So I really like those. I always carry 2, one in my bag, one in there, and I switch them out just so I don't, you know, get them all crusty and sweat it up. And then over that, I normally wear something like the Core Lightweight hoodie that's just to kind of break a little bit of a chill. It's nice and small. I can throw it in my bag. I can get it wet. You know, it's not a big deal. And then if I wanted to wear this as a base layer, I could. As a mid layer this year, I've switched it up. I was using the Sitka Core Heavyweight hoodie, but I've switched it up to their new Ambient hoodie, I believe is what this is called. I bought this, and man, this is just unbelievable for the size that it can compress down to. The warmth is just unreal. So I'm going to use this as my mid layer jacket. And then outer layer, I have the Sitka Jetstream jacket. This is a windproof jacket. It's a little bit thicker. It doesn't breathe as great, but it's great for sitting on top of glassy knobs and breaking the wind, or, you know, hiking in it, because it's got huge pit zips so you can dump all your heat. And it goes really well with the Timberline pants. And then that would be my shell, and then my inner, if I did need a puffy for glassing, or if it really gets down cold, the Sitka Kelvin Lightweight hoodie, I think is what that's called. It's just a down jacket with a little bit of mix of Primaloft. So that's my entire system there, except for rain gear. I don't carry rain pants. Never really needed them. If it's raining, normally we're going to be either under a shelter, or, you know, we're not going to be hiking as much. So I always carry a rain jacket. This is one of Sitka's rain jackets. I don't even know the name, but it's a you know, it's also windproof, so you know, if I wanted to go lighter and shed some weight, I could shed this Jetstream jacket and just carry this for the wind. But I really like that Jetstream jacket. I think it's very versatile, whereas this is really only good for rain, you know, because it's very loud. You can't stalk in on animals with that. As far as a hat, you know, probably the Sitka hat or something similar. And then, like I said, I carry extra socks, and that's my entire clothing line as it goes. We'll move over here into sleeping system. Sleeping system, we're going to be in a big tent, Cafaro tent, and we have the option for a stove. If it's going to be cold, we're going to bring that. But I have a Valandre, I don't even know what model this is. It's like a 650 or 850 goose down sleeping bag. It's down to like 10 degrees, I think is what it is. I love the sleeping bag. It is so comfortable. It's so warm. I sleep with a sleeping bag liner. A lot of people don't sleep with these, and you know, they say you may not need them. It's not really for the warmth that these may provide a little bit. It's more or less for the body, you know, sweat and stuff like that, because as you've sweated throughout the day, all of that dirt and grime is on you, and I would rather this soak up, because this is way easier to wash than it is to clean out my sleeping bag, especially a down sleeping bag. So this just helps keep my sleeping bag a lot cleaner. And you know, it with its own little stuff sack, it compresses down to absolutely nothing, and it goes into my sleep system, no problem. As far as pillow goes, I carry 2 pillows. The reason being is I like to sleep with one between my legs normally. It just, I don't know, it just helps me sleep better. This Trekology pillow I normally put between my legs. It compresses down to like absolutely nothing, and it's, you know, blown, or you can blow it up really big, and it can be really good neck support if you want to sleep on your side. But my main sleeper is this Nemo Philo pillow, which has a pretty good like a cover to it. It's a mesh cover. It feels really great, and it's also air. As far as a pad, I'm using a Climate. It's the Climate insulated static Deluxe. It's the larger pad. I bought the larger one because I really toss and turn during the night, so I wanted the larger pad. I'm not unsure of the R value, but I know it's really warm. Like, I've had no problem sleeping on this, you know, well below 30 degrees. But that takes up my entire sleeping system. The only other thing I carry in my sleeping system, this is like a roll top blower that Climate makes. You can plug up to your pad, do a few puffs into this, just and then roll it up, and it takes about 6 of these to blow up your entire sleeping bag versus using your mouth. I hated using my mouth because I always get lightheaded and woozy and just worn out. This takes up no room, and it weighs absolutely nothing, and it was a lifesaver. It's only like 10 bucks. So all of my sleeping system I put into this Sitka dry bag. This is just an old dry bag that they used to have or whatever. I got it on Camofire for really cheap a long time ago, but I literally compress my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, my pillows, everything, and it all goes into this, and then this goes into the bottom of my pack, the first thing. It like starts a nice cushion on the bottom of my pack. Okay, so moving on to the next piece of gear, probably one of the things that I carry in camp that we can talk about. It's kind of one of those luxury items, but it's this Helinox. I think it's called the Helinox Chair Zero or something like that. It weighs like a pound or less, and it's super comfortable, and I love sitting in this in camp, and it beats sitting on a log, and it's just really nice to relax in this and eat your dinners. I would much rather carry this, you know, than do that. Like, I'll suffer the extra pound. That's part of my camp luxury. A shelter we carry, I don't have the tent. The tent's in my buddy's backpack, but I will be carrying a tarp. This is just a satellite tarp we can throw up. It weighs pretty much next to nothing, nice and easy. So I'll carry that tarp. This is my tripod. It's a Vortex tripod. I don't even remember the model. It's one of their like SS or something. It's I've got a head on it just for my binoculars. We don't really, my buddy carries a big Swarovski spotting scope, so I don't carry a spotting scope, but it's just a nice little lightweight tripod that I throw in my bag for my Vortex. For my binoculars, I normally wear them on my chest. This is a marsupial. I carry like a multi-tool up here, and then I have a Razco holder down here. I really like this Razco. It's a Kydex holster, and I carry my little 9mm right up front, so I always have something close to me. I don't like carrying my sidearm on my backpack or on my hip belt on my backpack, because if I ever set it down and went somewhere, then I'd be leaving it, whereas this is always on my chest, so it's right here in front of me. And it doesn't add any real weight to your bino harness unless you were doing like a big 1911 or something similar. As far as what else I carry in the marsupial, on my left side I'll carry my rangefinder. We're rifle hunting, but I also do like to get my rifle ranges just to see, so I can use a dope for how far we're shooting. Cook system, we'll carry an MSR reactor stove. Got a cup, got an extra little stove in there. Pretty simple, little lightweight cook system. Talking back when I was talking about my kill kit earlier, carry game bags. These are all elk size game bags. These are from Ovis, the Ovis sacks. It comes with plenty. It comes with a little orange tape, all kinds of stuff. It's right there in a nice kit. And then on the boat, we'll also carry some backup game bags for if we kill a deer or a bear, because we've got multiple tags going in. I won't carry these in my pack. I'll leave them back, and then if we end up killing something and wanting to go back, or vice versa, we've got extra game bags there. These are just some cheap antimicrobial game bags. Knee pads, oh, I forgot to talk about knee pads. Knee pads, I'll carry these. They can go in the Timberline pants if I wear the Timberline pants. The knee pads will go in there. They have a nice little slit for them. It's really nice around camp for, you know, kneeling down and stuff, whatnot. One of these pouches that I carry in here, I'm kind of a big comfort from home. Like, I don't want to get into the backcountry and then get sick or have some kind of issue. So I carry a good bit of medicine, pretty much anything from, you know, sleeping pills, Benadryl, to Advil, to ibuprofen, to everything. I carry some leukotape, gloves, not too much as far as like what you would call like a medical kit. Like, I do carry some, like a quick clot and stuff like that, but I carry more medicine than anything else. Toothbrush, backup deodorant, backup spoon, toothpicks, Neosporin band-aids, stuff like that. It's kind of my bathroom kit slash medical kit if anything were to happen. We carry some big gauzes and wraps, but that's in my medical kit. This smaller kit normally goes in my backpack. It's just chargers. I'll carry like 2 chargers in there just so I can charge my phone over the couple of days. Don't really have service, so I'm not on my phone the majority of the time, but that's in there to charge my phone. As far as a glassing pad, I got this from Stealthy Hunter. I really like it as far as like orange on your backpack where you can flip it around in your green, but it's really good for kneeling on, sitting on, and then you can fold it up and use it as a backrest for shooting on your rifle, or your front rest if you really needed to. Some other things I'll be carrying. This is kind of one of those luxury items. It's not necessarily needed, but I really like it. This is a foldable saw. It's from Boreal. Nice little saw, nice and easy. Compact, foldable, lightweight, under a pound. But I mean, it's nice to have firewood, especially for if you have a stove in the backcountry to chop stuff up small enough, because a lot of people don't think about it when they get a stove. A stove can't carry pretty big logs in it, you know, for a personal stove. So it's nice to be able to chop stuff up to have in camp, or vice versa if you need to chop up bones on the elk or a hind quarter or something like that. That's a multiple option. It comes with a secondary blade for wood. Hiking in, running the sissy sticks, trekking poles, dual trekking poles. They're lightweight. It's like a mix of carbon fiber and aluminum, I believe. They're really strong, really durable. I really like them. And then on to food. I'll carry 5 days in my bag on my back, and have an extra up to 5 or 6 days reserve hanging in a tree so that the bears don't get it. We'll normally hang it so many feet high in a dry leader bag. Food wise, I'll carry breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks all in one bag. I'm not really like big on calorie counting. I'm just big on what I know works for my body and what'll fill me up. Kind of like a hot meal, oatmeal in the morning with a breakfast bar for lunch, tuna packets and some bread, or maybe some chicken packets, or even Spam. and a little bit of ramen mixed in every now and then. I can't eat too much ramen, it hurts my stomach. Some apple pouches that I stole from my kids, some coffee pouches, some instant coffee pouches, and then a Mountain House for dinner with some bone broth at night to drink. And I'm pretty content. Like, you can hike all day and burn as many calories as you want, and these right here will fill you up. And that pretty much covers everything as far as what's needed, except for the rifle, and obviously the tent, which I didn't have, and then the stove I didn't have. But my pack, generally with all of this packed in, 5 days of food, it's somewhere around 65 pounds or so, give or take. And that, you know, that's added in a few extra luxury items. I could shave a few pounds here and there, but I'm pretty content carrying what I carry, especially that chair. Oh, the other thing that I'm missing, which I don't have because they're covered in mud, are my Crocs. I have just a carabiner on my bag, and I always carry my Crocs because at the end of the day, when I'm done elk hunting, it's so nice to go back to camp, take your boots off, take your socks off, and put your Crocs on. It is like unbelievable to walk around. It is a super luxury to be sitting in my chair in my Crocs, drinking bone broth at the end of the day. It's just so much fun. And other than that, ammo would be the only other thing that I don't have that I put in my bag, but obviously that goes in there. And then a glassing pad. I forgot. I carry a glassing pad, a separate one, just for the heck of it. If I'm running around, I don't have that one. I've got a little Airlight, little blow-up one from somebody. I don't even know. It weighs next to nothing. And then I carry a backup knife in here from Outdoor Edge. It's just a skinning knife, boning knife, whatever you want, you know, kind of knife that I can beat up. And then I'll save my nice blade for actually cutting up the game. So that's it in a nutshell for up to 10 days in Idaho's backcountry and October rifle hunting for elk. We're going in for elk, we're going in for mule deer. We got bear tags, we got wolf tags, you know, you name it, it's going down. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a hoot, you know. I'm really looking forward to it. And hopefully all of this gear will hold up to it as it has before in the past. So.
Well, I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all like the video, subscribe. Drop any comments down below. Nick will be happy to answer them. If I know any of them, I can answer them. This is just a little overview of what Nick likes and his opinion on what he wants to use. So maybe we gave you some ideas of some stuff you may want to add in your pack. But we just suggest doing your own research. Take some of these ideas, use them as you will. Do your research, figure out what works for you. It's really just trial and error with this. But appreciate Nick coming on the channel and redoing this video from a couple years ago. Let us know what you thought, but we appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.